Hey guys and gals, let's unbox and have a look at the bricks and pieces in Gringotts Wizarding Bank Collector's Edition by LEGO Harry Potter. This is set number 76417, contains 4,803 bricks, retails for $429.99, and the set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. And yes, it's a little different angle than I'm used to doing. It's a big box, and it's pretty massive. Hoping my camera doesn't fall down because I'm actually filming this on a bed. That's how big it is. This is all the various actions, and it does stand about 79 centimeters or 27.5 inches tall, so it's a pretty tall build. Well, let's not stand around and look at the box. We're going to crack the seal open. And I think what I'm going to do is, this is the bottom here, and it's just easier for me to reach over and do it like this. And it's taped for freshness. So here we go. And maybe I'll have to do things a little differently here. Alright, here we go. Is it individually bagged? We don't know. Fell down yet and broke. Alright. Well, we have a box within a box. Well, bag 30. I mean, my containers only go up to what, 13? I don't know how I'm going to number this one out here. And let's see what's in the big box here. Maybe there might be a surprise, or there's other bags in here too. And yes, I do complete unboxings, not the half-baked stuff. Okay. We already got parts pouring out of here. Now, it may be a chore just to find bag number 1 in this mess, huh? Okay. Well, we know it goes up to 31 now. Is it individual? I don't know. Alright. Okay, I found the bag of bulk pieces. We'll set that off to the side here. Okay. Oh, I see some cool pieces in here. Boy, I can't wait to go through this one. Okay. This is kind of what I'm interested in here. Oh, a base plate. And dark stone gray. Pretty cool. And folders with building guides in them. You get 2 of them. I'll open those right up and take a look here. I don't know, we gotta make sure, because, oh yes, wow, they may as well just send me a binder of these stickers. There's more in there too. There we go. Alright. Don't worry, we'll take a look at all this in a bit. We're just going to unbox it all now. Just making sure my camera doesn't run out of memory. I still have tutorials on this memory card here, and I don't want to lose them. Alright. Alright, let's take a look at the manuals. So it looks like we have, there's manuals 3 and 4, and manuals 1 and 2, and the stickers. So I'm trying to show these the right way. Look at that, it's all rainbow colored and all that stuff there. And another one. Trying to, where there's not a lot of glare on these. So that is that. Now I'm kind of curious, how's this bill broken down here? It should tell us. And it talks about the creators and all that stuff. Don't worry, we'll be going through this when we do this on the second channel. So it does tell us how the build's broken down. Well, it just jumps right into bag 1. We know bags 1 through 5 does one thing. So if you're going to follow me on my second channel, You can watch the whole entire build installment series on this too. I haven't started yet, but we're going to see here what's the last bag number here real quick. And kind of curious. Okay, it does have some tidbits about the build, so we're going to have some reading material too. I'm just kind of curious, where does this thing stop at? Well, it stops at bag 29. Okay, is that where it just ends, or did I miss till 30? Now, the reason why I'm looking at bags is so I can know how to break the build down when I do the build installments here. And I think there might be just 31 bags. And it's a complete unboxing, so I don't skimp out on the tidbits. So there's 31. When you watch one of my builds, we go through the whole thing and we take a look at it all. So this is going to be just the unboxing and examination. So it looks like there's just 31 bags of just fun and excitement. We're going to have to really go through this manual, or the set of manuals here. I got 4. There's a label on the back, 2. All right, let's keep these in order here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And then the stickers we'll put in manual number 1. I'll lose those. Maybe I should. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for the unboxing. And I'm sorry you really can't see a whole lot. Like I said, this is a different type of angle. And there's 31 bags full of fun and excitement. And yeah, I can't get them all in the frame here. There they are. It's a mess, huh? Well, let's head over to the workbench and take a closer look at each bag. Okay, change of plans. I'm just going to include the unboxing as we build. There's just probably there's 31 bags, but they're groups, like 2 bag number 1s, 2 bag number 2s. And I decided I'm just going to go ahead, just for my sanity, I'm going to just do it like this. I need to pull the stickers out of here first. And I'm thinking maybe 3 bags per installment. I don't think I could do it in a manual because manuals may have more than 3 bags. And we'll just take a look at some of these stickers here. And that's kind of cool, huh? Let's put this over here. And this is not one of the largest sets I have built, but it's pretty close. So right now we're going through the manuals here. So this is what the manual looks like. Now if you want, you can download a copy of this yourself and read it. Oh yeah, we're really dropping the money in, huh? And this just talks a little bit about Gringotts Wizarding Bank. It's got some nice vaults. This has got some nice graphics in here, huh? Designing the models. Let's talk about how they designed it. I'm not going to read all that because I don't want to be here for 5 hours. I'm a slow reader. Tour of the bank. Wait, it took 5? It was built by 5 designers. Wow. My McDonald's took about 10,000 bricks and it was only designed by me. Okay. And yeah, the model does stand 79 centimeters tall or 27.5 inches tall. Designed with care for magical beings. Well, I mean, we don't know yet. This looks pretty interesting as it is. Expand. Agon Alley set. And that's what we'll be messing with here. Now, I may not even do all these in one sitting. And I don't want this, like, I calculated it, it's going to be about 150 parts per bag. Usually it's about 30 minutes. You're talking about an hour and a half just to do these 3. I don't know if I can sit here, and this is a bedside, it was supposed to be a bedside unboxing, but this is going to be a bedside build. We'll see how far we can go here, but I don't want to be here for 3 hours building that. We'll see though. And it just jumps right on into bag 1. Now, I'm not going to go full-blown. I mentioned at the beginning of the video I do these full unboxings. This would be a full unboxing build. So, we have 2 bag number 1s. Now, I never understood why Lego does this, to be honest. Why don't they just put bag number 1, bag number 2, bag number 3? You know. Well, let's pour it all out here. Usually by the first step, you've already unbagged everything, so I'm just going to dump it all out now. Look at all that sand yellow I could have used for the campground, huh? Jay, you're not going to do a formal unboxing? I'm going to be honest, I calculated how long it would take me. The unboxing video would be about 3.5 hours long, not worth my time. It would be way too much time to just do that. So we're just going to jump right on into the build. So the unboxing would be on this channel here. Yeah, where were these at, huh? I could have used these colors. Okay, well, let's start with the smallest stuff first. That's how Lego works. And let's start with our figures. And so I'm going to have to point everybody over here. I was hoping to, they still go together. Sometimes I'm just tempting to save. You know what, I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to have to spend all night rifling through parts. So we find the parts for the figures, we'll set them off to the side. Okay, so I'm going to leave a bookmark here. So here's the sword for this torso. And I think that's what we're going to do. I think maybe 10 to 12 installments would be fine. I'm just thinking of my sanity. And Janet, you did mention something about, why don't I do it like this? Well, there's some instances where I'm just going to have to. Well, I thought maybe I missed a step, but look at step number 2. You got to put all that on there, huh? For $429.99, let's round it up to $430. I better get one heck of a build experience. This should be a really fun build. Hopefully it will be. Won't be too strenuous. I've done a bunch of easy sets, so I think it's about time I have to switch up the gears a bit and build something a little more challenging. I still prefer to do the mock stuff, but... And I'm kind of curious, are we building 2 of these or just 1? Well, let's not jump ahead, huh? Not on something like this. And I know there's going to be someone out there that can say they can build this in 5 seconds. I'm sure you could. But today we are going to enjoy the build. Because I had a long week. Well, day. Today is the 16th of August 2023, so midweek. And we're going to start building this and getting it done here. All right. I've never had to quit and say, oh, I can't do the unboxing. The set is just too robust. But it is. And I don't know how I'm going to film this thing because this counter in here only goes up to 20 inches to the light. 20 or 22. This is 27. So I'm going to have to film this somewhere else. This is movable. I can move the table. And this thing's pretty much where I could put it on a turntable, so that's no problem. I also got that floodlight, and I'm glad I bought that just in time. But I'm thinking of buying me a ring light so I can put it around the camera. Yeah, if we were doing the minifigures, we would have been here for a very long time. So we're going to skip the figures. There's a lot of parts in here. So I can see why that this is not... Did I skip a step? Okay, I forgot there's a upwards angular plate here. There's a lot of things that can go wrong in here. So you get a set like this. The only thing I'm going to suggest is, you even see me, I did not went through, I'm going to be honest, I would need, I don't know if I can't even find, we've seen those big butter containers. I only have about 12 of them. There'd be no way I can unbox all this without messing something up royally. So just don't unpack everything at once, because you will regret it. And I don't want to drag these out to be doing 20 installments, because I was silly enough not to do that, to break it down. But eventually, this is how I'm going to do things here. The unboxings will be included in the reviews. It'll just be massively indexed. Alright, so we got to find a sticker. Before we put the sticker on that, well, I guess we're going to have to. One of these is not stickered, so we'll stick the non-stickered one in there first. Alright, we found part of our figures here. And now we're missing the torso. There we are. We're slowly piecing those guys together. There's two of them in here. Okay, we found the wig. Oh, there's another head. I haven't found the legs yet, but I have another torso. I found the legs. Alright, let me get... at least it's big pieces. So far I'm seeing big parts in here. And when I was filming the unboxing, though, I was like, I had to drag out the 4K camera because this thing was just massively big. And I have 10 days to get this thing done. So that's going to be a chore in itself. Now I'm going to have to find sticker number 3. Alright, let's put this in here. It's a high numbers. Alright, I think I found a sticker sheet here. We're looking for sticker number 3. Lego. For $430, I'm going to be honest, I know the price is pretty good for this. Come on. You could have you could at least printed this stuff on the bricks. And for those who are missing out on the unboxing, well, this is it. And so far I do see some pretty unique pieces in here. Most of the stuff is common, but just in larger quantities. Now, if you're beginning and you're building stuff like this, I don't recommend large sets for beginner builders. If you want to do that, you know, you're more than welcome to, but just, there's 31 bags. Pretend that you're doing 31 sets. I'm hoping this is going to be a collaborative build, but I'm gonna tell you this is probably not. Why do I say that? I just have a gut feeling this is not going to be something you can build with a partner. Or if you have 30 people, you could probably build this set probably in 2 hours and just piece the parts together. And that goes right here. I do read your comments, guys and gals, and I know some of you say you sometimes build this stuff and you think you misplaced a part. Just take it easy. You know, it's, when I get stuff like this, you know, like I build my own customs, and I usually don't build customs. I don't do tutorials on 5,000 pieces. So obviously, that's just how it is. Well, we're going to see how good the build is. And so far, it's different, I'll tell you. Let's see here. Make sure I'm zoomed out all the way. I may have to raise up the camera on this one. What am I going to do when I build this when we get up to the top part? I'm going to have to find another place to film. I already have a spot in here set up. I just need to... I got the lighting. When I do the tour, it's going to be a different story. Or what I could do is just move the speaker out of the way and drop this thing down. I haven't figured out how I want to do it yet. Oh, and these go here. I think we found all our minifigure parts. So in order for brevitivity, I'm just going to save the figures for the end. And it's been in the high hundreds here. Next week they say we're going to be dropping down into the low 90s, high 80s, and that's not quite cool for me, but it's better than what we're dealing with now. And I'm trying to find, well, it fell on the floor, that's where it went. The manual was sucking it up. Okay. And usually when people tell me they make mistakes on a Lego set, they probably rushing to try to get it done. There's no need to rush this. You know, there's no need to race to get it done. You know, just take your time. You don't need to kill yourself over one of these sets. Just, you know, just take it easy. That's the only advice I can give when you're doing these big, massive builds. It's like doing one of my tutorials. You see my tutorials, I never film those in one day. You know, the big, giant ones, I never do. That would just be murder for me. You're talking about getting a splitting headache and pulling my hair out, and it would not be fun. So what are we doing here? We're doing it this way. Yeah, I'm going to say 3 bags is going to be the limit. Regardless, because that would divide it up into roughly 10 installments. When I got the set here, I'm like, well, this is going to be about 10 to 12 installments. It depends on the number of bags. You know, if it's got a good number of bags like this one does, I'm going to have to do that. And, well, sure enough, I'm going to have to. Okay. Well, at least we're fighting over big pieces, not the little stuff. I'm looking for a metallic cup. What do we do when we can't find it? Look under the manual. It's not there. All right, now we're going to have to start sorting by color. What am I going to do? Throw all the gray stuff over there first, since that's the bulk of the build. And yeah, so far the colors are kind of gloomy right now. Yeah, it does come with the bricks separated, especially for 430 bucks. It better come with 1,000 of those. All right. And then we have a spider. Goes here. Trying to get his little feet to fall in there. And this sits right here. It sits right there where it's right on top of the lime green plates. Jay, why did you accept some set this big? I don't even know how big these sets are when I get them. I just kind of say, oh, okay, it's a Harry Potter. Those are always good for parts. And not knowing exactly how many pieces are in one of these, you just have to kind of guess. The parts are highlighted, but they're highlighted in red, so it's hard for me to see. So if you're partially colorblind, you're gonna... You like me are going to struggle through it a little bit. And there's no 3D guide with it, so I can't just rotate things around. But this is a far cry from the Super Mario sets. This is like... This should be a very complete build. Now, if there's a mirror, then so be it. I mean, I kind of wish I could play some music in this. Everybody's in bed right now. My nephew's asleep, he's gonna get ready to go to school tomorrow. And this is last year. And he's gonna go to college. Man, hard to believe time flies, huh? And I started this YouTube channel. I started doing YouTube before he was even born. Kind of crazy, but that's how it is. All right. We got a pink hairbrush. Are those from Fabuland or something? Put the hairbrush in here and you do this. I'm not sure what this is here. What's the spider doing brushing its fangs? Maybe you'll find out later in the build. I'm gonna have some fun with this one, huh? Brushing its fangs. If this thing is broken down into two parts, maybe don't put that in yet. I think the best thing to do is to do a zoomed out shot, and when we do the tour, I'll just break it down into parts. I'm not sure yet. Boy, that's getting kind of flimsy there. I think that thing is just warped. And we're building more of it here. Yeah, I'm going to say that 3 bags is going to be the limit. I think we're just going to keep it at a hard 3 right now. And at least it saves me time from doing the parts thumbnail. I kind of wanted to do a brick exploration on this, but that would have just been way too It's been way too challenging for me to do this without really royally screwing up. And how many people do the unboxings? But we're still going to do the build. And a lot of these parts I'm sure you've probably seen before. I could have used a bunch of these. Well, now this set does have them. And yes, when Lego sends this stuff to me, I get to keep it. You know, once I'm done building and I do the review and I file my paperwork, then I get to keep it and do whatever I want. Do I keep these up? I may keep this one up for a month or so, and then it goes into the parts bin. I've been slowly ripping apart other sets, just slowly doing it, taking things apart, harvesting pieces for some tutorials and some mocks. I'll tell you right now, this set's going to have a lot of parts for mocks. I mean, but who would part this out? Unless you get it cheap, but I don't think anybody's going to spend that kind of dough on parting out a Harry Potter set. I mean, I'm sure this thing's got a really good part out value, but, well, I'm here to build, not to worry about that. Save that for those aggressive bricklink sellers who bring us all those cool parts. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, we need to put two of them on there. And this goes right here. Now, there's not a whole lot to see here. You know, we haven't got to any of the fun stuff yet. I think we're just building a frame right now. Okay, I'm going to start right here. So let's put that right in the middle. One way to find it, just make sure you have 5 studs on both sides. And then have this one hang over. Yeah, I'm going to have to clean off. If anybody's ever watched my older tutorials, I used to film them in front of the window. That's where we're going to be doing this one at, but it'd be at night. Okay, so this goes in there. Well, that doesn't look too sturdy. Okay, now we're starting to add up some framing. Yeah, I've been watching more of the news about Hawaii. It's just sad what happened over there. I think it's Maui or something. Am I pronouncing that right? And they do have some fans that are from there too. So I hope everybody's safe, even though what I read on there. And I think one of it was the fire chief or the mayor or the governor. I can't remember. And he said something pretty dark. He said, when you go outside and that ash falls on you, it's not just burning buildings that's falling on you, and that's just kind of dark. But it's true. And he goes, that's your neighbor. It could be a friend. And I just thought, that's just sad. I mean, we've had our wildfires here and where I'm at, but nothing like that. I think it's the worst fire they've ever had. Worst fire that this country's ever had, and we are missing a 1x6. Let me take a look here at my work. If I'm missing a part, what do I do? Grab it from the collection. Now, remember, I opened up just one set of bags at a time, so worst thing that can happen is they could be in the bag still. So I just put the bags up against the light. Nothing's in there. Let's take a look here and see what we did. We have one extra one of these. And we have, yeah. So this is why I'm not going to build these in one sitting. Okay. The first step we did is we did okay, but we got one extra piece here. Just checking my work. But where does it go? Let me take a look here. We're missing a piece here. And yeah. Let's take a look here. We're going to have to troubleshoot because we're missing one piece. We have one too many of another. This piece goes behind here. We did this one here. And the sad thing is you got two bag number one, so you can't troubleshoot. This is one of those builds you're going to have to slowly... Now, if it's missing a piece, it instantly gets dinged down, so we're hoping that it's not missing anything here. We just did these. It's happened before, too. I've seen it on the land where people will complain about it, and I'm like, I don't want to have to hunt that down. Well, we indeed are missing a part. We got this extra piece here, but I'm looking here. Now, I mean, I'm looking for 1x6s anywhere in here. And there wasn't a whole lot in here to begin with. But you know what? I'm inclined to think that they probably packed the wrong piece in there. Let me take a look back here again. Why do you think I'm only doing 3 bags? Okay, I did make a mistake here. All right, so this goes here. See, guys and gals, I didn't jump to the next bag because we weren't sure. And before we forget, we need to head back to the minifigures and get them together here. Do I have the wands? Yep. Jay, this is going to take you all night. Yep, it sure will. So Harry Potter does have... That's not even the right torso. Harry Potter does have a double-sided head here. We'll put... They show him with the angry head. Not the side where he's all bruised up. Is that because he had visited the infirmary when the killer washing machine went after him if he played one of the Harry Potter games for the PlayStation? Those mean-o socks would fly out of the washing machine and knock him senseless. I mean, how many people get to go to the infirmary and say, hey, I got my butt handed to me by a wet sock? Not too many. Alright. I got plenty of these little wand pieces, but they're pretty good. You know, putting wands in hands are kind of a pain. I just start at the top and shove it down in there. Alright. This guy here is two-sided as well. So this right here is going to be like our parts tour here. That's a nice piece there, but it's got the ears attached to it, but he's got a sword. There we go. And that's what we have remaining for bag 1. And yes, we survived. I got 30 more of these left to do. Alright, so now we got to move on to a group of bag 2s. And we got some more stuff to do here. At least it's no minifigures this time. There's only 13 minifigures, and we've already built them. And, well, built 2 of them. Alright, so well, let's start rearranging things. Matter of fact, I'm just going to raise the neck of my tripod up here a bit. And we're going to get ready to go. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, 3 bags is comfortable. Okay, we'll slide this over here. Keep the stickers there. And we've only done 1 sticker. I mean, that's a lot of stickers in this set. And I already know that I'm going to have to drop it down. Stats always start off at an insta-10, then I have to ding off for discrepancies. I never ding off for my mistakes, because those mistakes I... Okay. Okay, we get some transparent pieces in there too. Okay, here we go. Let's get started. Okay, I've never seen these in sand yellow before, but there they are. Okay. Hey, some of us probably remember these when we were kids. 2x4 bricks in a modern set like this? Nah, that doesn't make any sense. You'd think they'd have put like bluish green or something in there, but no, these are just classic red. And we need a Technic in. Now see, we need to get out of this bag. So by the time you don't even get to finish the first step, you've got to unbag everything. Lego's sense of packing I never understood. Now imagine if I dumped all these parts out and tried to build this in one sitting. Oh man, that'd be a brute of a build. I mean, you want to talk about hardcoring it. That would be tough. And yes, we survived step 43. So who is ready for the holidays? Now, some of the school kids probably are. And there's 5 of those in there. Just think every piece we put in here is one less piece that I have to put in later on. So yes, I'm doing all these right now. These sets, I can't tell you when it's going to be released. You'll find out. I don't even know if I'll release them all at once. If there's 10 installments, maybe 1 every 2 hours. You'll be getting your inbox dinged for that much of the build. Wow, classic red 1x8 brick. That's something rare. I never really see anymore. Let's take a look here. I think this is the stand that this thing sits on, and that's I really can't wait to do an exploration on this one here, especially with my new floodlight. It should be a big help. Some of these steps are only like 1 or 2 pieces, and some of them are like, we're just going to give you a bunch to do here. Oh, I can use some more of these black 1x16 bricks from my collection. Yeah, eventually when I get done with all these and I display them, then they get parted out. I don't keep sets. I don't even keep my own mocks. But my mocks are just like the sets. I have a building guide after I preserve them. Yeah, it's getting to be too many parts here. Oh, and don't build this stuff when you're getting sleepy, whatever you do. Okay, we're looking for a dark gray. I was looking for sand yellow. Okay, this goes back over here. And okay. Yeah, about that whole thing in Hawaii, though. It's just sad, and then people like me are just, you know, we're going about our lives like nothing happens. It's happened. I mean, there's been stuff. I mean, we've had fires out here pretty close to where I'm at. You know, our houses out here are all concrete and center block. But is the roof? No. So that's that. May have to do a Hawaiian theme. Maybe build a Hawaiian style home. You know, with all this climate change and stuff like that, you know, we can still preserve all these ideas in Lego. But then again, nothing beats doing the real deal. I've seen these type of, you know, I've seen these type of rock. No, maybe I haven't. This might be a new piece. This type of rock. I wish that was in medium stone gray. Would have been nice. I wish they wouldn't have done that in that dark red. I like these style of bricks. I got so many of them. I think I've only bought a handful of them, but they're nice to have. I just can't wait to see this all put together. Kind of want to just explore it, just to kind of tinker with it. Okay, this goes over here. But you notice I'm working slow. And I'm purposely doing it slow because I don't want to rush through this and have to make mistakes. Like we caught that one over here, but I could have been way over here and finding out that, you know, that's never good. Sometimes I wish they would tell us the size of these sets in advance so I can either accept or decline them. I've accepted a bunch of sets, but like this set here was in a lot of 2. And I thought, well, it shouldn't be that bad. 2 sets, but you've probably already seen the other one. And it's just as big, or it's what's smaller than this one, but they're big. They're both big. These are both time consumer ones here, where they take a lot of time. You're spending more time trying to find the parts than anything else. Kind of. Sometimes I feel like I want to pull my hair out because this stuff gets pretty involved. I mean, of course, anybody in any age can build this. I know Lego says it's only good for 18, but I'm sure a child, let's say 10 years old, can probably build this set without a problem. If she or he just take his or her time and just go through it very slow. We got this crystal in here, but yet this goes on top. Well, that's kind of a waste in there. I mean, if I'm going to muscle that on there, which is what I'm doing now, I wouldn't want to take that off. Unless we're going to play Minecraft with it. I don't know. I'll have to find out. I'll have to keep building to find out. And Lego needs to do that more, like when they said about the spider and the hairbrush, you know. You know, to have a storyline going along with the build, that'd be pretty cool. Not one of those goofy sets that we were putting together where it had the storyline, but this one's actually got a storyline that we can... Okay, we're doing this here, but you're going to have to wait a little bit. Ooh, I can use these. How many does this set even have? Those make good pieces for waterfalls. What, only 3? Usually come in pairs of 4. Alrighty. Trying hard not to yawn in your ears. Alright. Lots of parts. Yeah, olive green I don't have a whole lot of. Okay, then we're back over here. Yeah, so I think, honestly, I think 3 bags is enough. So we won't finish this whole stand-up in this installment. So if you're watching this right now, you're like, okay, I gotta wait 2 hours. Well, 2 hours when I upload the first one. When it's published, you wait 2 hours, the next one will be uploaded. I'll probably upload these in bulk. It means probably the whole entire installment series will be done. Because releasing them all at once is just kind of silly. I mean, because I have a life too. I don't spend it all on doing this. And you can see what I'm doing over there. I've been working in this corner here, but like I said, this thing is big. I mean, I don't want to raise up the tripod anymore. So basically we did all this here. It's pretty basic, easy brick construction. Nothing really, it's not like a Technics set or anything. We haven't done all that yet. Now, guys, it just feels like I'm just throwing parts on a frame. Is it keeping my interest right now still? Yeah, somewhat. I think it's the colors that are kind of starting to make me squirm a little bit. That's just how it is. Oh, we're at step 60. Cool. No new tutorials to report. I still got 2 that I need to run through. And Lego, I know you watch these, but I'm sorry, but the customs are going to come first. And you sent me this, but I have to, for my sake, I have to do them. Okay, I cannot find a 1x6 plate. Where did it go? One here, and here. Oh, there it is, right there in front of me. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, wait. Okay, it goes like this, and there's a hole here. Oh, there's a stud that goes in there. Okay. So yeah, bags 1 through 5 does the base of this. This would be a nice set to put together for Halloween more and more. I'm seeing spiders and they got some bats. I would be doing this now in August. I mean, I know we got to get it done by a deadline, but still. There it is. And then we have the green stud that goes on here. Yeah, these are pretty much colors that I usually build with, huh? Very subtle colors. Well, Jay, sometimes you use some pretty muted colors for your build. Yes, I do. I really do. And sometimes after I build something, I do the tutorial, I'm like, you know, I could have added a bit more color to the build and never did. So my apologies those for anybody who's watching it this far and I didn't do the part unboxings. Well, now you know why. It just saves me one video in the long run. Even if I did two bags, something here is moving. What's that thing in there? Even if I did 2 bags, that'd be 15 installments. A review would make it 16. Well, yeah, it'd be 16 videos. That would be a little too much. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. You know what? There's supposed to be 2 gold studs under here. I don't know how critical these are, but I saw those and I thought, I wasn't paying attention, but you gotta put the studs on the bottom of that. Not sure what its significance is. Alright, now we gotta rotate it around. And we're gonna be focusing right here. Boy, this thing is just not... Hey, don't be hiding under there. It's a good way. That's how accidents happen. Oh yeah, when you do this, make sure you have a big workbench. Do this on your dining room table. Alright, I am missing a 2x2 brick. Oh, there it is. Must be for the water. Right here. Jay, when are we going to get to the tour? You know, we'll have to. The tour's a long ways away from right now. That's why I said sometimes I wish I could shrink down as a little figure and walk through these and explore them. Okay, we got a little bit of a trickle of water coming down right here. Not sure what that's about. I think there's only 3 of these. May have to order some of these. These are pretty good for making water here, huh? Water cascading down the side of a rock facade. Is that how that's supposed to go? Yep. Well, that came off. Careful where you hold on to with that, I guess. Now the big build on the top of this, I'm hoping this is going to be strong enough to support that weight because, I don't know. I'll tell you guys and gals something though, at least I'm building it, showing you how the build's going to go, because if you get this set, you are going to be in for a workout. Glad LEGO gives us the opportunity to do this. But so far, despite of what it is, it's keeping my interest. I'm kind of not wanting to toss it around or give up on it. Okay, now we're back to here again. And not sure where that goes. Does that go behind there? I'm assuming this goes behind here. Jay, you're gonna get bored of this set? I don't know yet, it depends. I'm just hoping at least if 2 or 3 people can build this at one time, because if this is a solo build, the only thing I could suggest is you'd have to take shifts if you really want to get it done. While one person's sleeping, the other one's going to have to build, stay up all night long, stay up late to build. All right, so far so good. We're on step 73. Yep, this is a workout here. Well, we're really filling in all the little holes in there. I mean, look at that. I mean, if this is, oh, that piece is coming out, but I think this is meant to sit like that. I can still set this thing up here. I just have to move the lamp out of the way. Or just unbolt it from the wall. I just have to undo 3 little quick screws and then remove it if need be. And then just use the camera light . Yeah, I'm trying to think. Another vacation we went on when I was a kid. We always used to go to the beach. And I don't know what it was. You're in school and you know you're going to go to the beach or any kind of vacation for that matter. You just did not want to think. It's like, I don't want to do work. I just want to hurry up and go home and pack. So while my parents were loading up the camper, sister and I had to be in class. Of course, I don't know what would be worse, loading up the camper or doing schoolwork. That goes there. But loading up the camper, you're in class trying to hear about history or whatever, and you're just like, I really don't care what's going on. I just want to get out of Dodge. I always thought I'd share that experience with my family. Just to get out of Dodge, not have to worry about work and... Oh, I've got to put this piece here. Well, I remember now. What is with the red here? I mean, I don't know what what that's about. We hadn't got to the leftover plates at this end yet. When I do the thumbnail, there's gonna be a lot of thumbnails on this set, I'll tell you that much. At least there's no unboxing. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna tack the well, I've already you would know when I get to it. But I'm tacking the unboxing at the end of this, or at the beginning of this video. Alright, so oh, it's these little things here. Yeah. And I'm not even, I hadn't even got to bag 3 yet. I have all my fingerprints all over it. It's so humid out here right now too. It's not really helping out much. Okay. Hiding the parts. And I know I don't have this in black, so I gotta be careful. Some of these pieces I just don't have any of. So they fall, and I lose them, I'm gonna have to fish them out. Yeah, this set is not, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not recommended for a light builder. If, you know, for some reason you don't like building very large sets. Do I like building large sets? It depends on the theme. But for me, it's just, like I said, I'd like to build my own stuff, so we're gonna give this one a whirl here. But this one I think is going to have a lot of useful parts. Okay, we're working back over here now. There we go. I hope this thing is going to be straight. It looked like it's about to fall over when I look at it on the box, but only time can tell, huh? We won't know until we're done building. Alrighty, this goes here. I mean, honestly, it looks like just a hodgepodge full of parts. It doesn't look like it's anything important. But I'm sure this is a structure that we're gonna, you know, we're gonna have to reinforce. It kind of reminds me of that one upside down set that they had. And we're getting close to the top here. I may have to move the camera out a bit more. And I think that's it. Okay, so I have one too many of these. I must have forgot some in the water. We're going to take a look here real quick. Okay, I think there's a slope that's missing in the water right here, right there. So that wasn't too bad. I didn't have to hunt for that one. And that is what we have remaining for bag 2. Alright, I think we only have one single bag number 3. So maybe we'll get off light on this one here. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to see if these are mirrored or not. We get all excited here. And indeed, they are not. They look like they are. Maybe they are. Let me just kind of compare them. You know what? I think these are. So we're gonna let me just really make sure here. I really kind of want to. Yeah, I think these are mirrors. Okay. Okay, well, that's why we have 2 small bags in there. That's why they stuck us with 1 bag. Okay, we're gonna stand this thing up out of the way. And then we're going to start with that. Okay. So, and then we're going to wrap up with this bag here. I'm not going to do the whole shebang. That one did not want to go in. Now, this one here is the one I'm working from the manual, but when I'm finding pieces, that's what I'm focusing on right now. Just kind of doing that. You don't have to do this if you feel uneasy, you feel kind of squirmy about it, just don't do it. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to mark the other one real quick. And the reason being is, so basically, you got to add some parts in afterwards. So right now I'm up to here. Okay, there is some differences. Okay. All right, so I'm going to hold off to this one. I'm just going to do this one. There is some subtle differences now, more and more. And I don't want to be flipping back and forth through pages, so we only made it this far without opening up all the bags. Now we did. So now we got to find... so you can even tell I'm even kind of getting overwhelmed here with all the parts. And just think every piece we put on here is one less piece we're going to have to mess with later on, huh? It's going to take some time. All right. And then a 1x1 brick. Yeah, I mean, it's this set is not for the faint of heart. I kind of wish I can release these when I get them done, but there's a deadline, there's a embargo day I have to follow, so I have to follow it, I have to respect it, and I can't just release these when I get them done. And yes, there's people on there who will tattle on me if I do. I don't tattle on anybody because I have other things to worry about than what other builders are doing. I think that's how it's supposed to go on. Yep. Yeah, lots of sand yellow in this one. The thing about this is I can share my experiences with you, so when you get this set, you know what to do and what not to do. I may have to label these as spoilers. And yes, folks, there will be some Technic involved. Isn't that cool? So I thought, oh, this set's going to be easy. I don't have to do Technic. Oh, no, you're going to have to do some Technic now. Oops, wrong way. Oh, yeah, we wanted to go that way. And that goes in this hole right here. And we got to make a bigger one here. And a nose cone. And one of these little unicorn pieces, or a horn, or a drill bit. Looks like we skipped 2 holes. Well, yeah, it's the only one it would go into. Maybe it's stalagmites or stalactites. Sure. I've seen these with 4, but never with 3 on them. And this goes right in here. Must be using it to lock a joint together or something. Don't forget your 1x1 brick here. And 1x3 brick here. Yeah, this thing's gonna, we're gonna connect something up to that eventually. Almost reminds me of building the Death Star, and I kind of wish I would have done the full footage on that Death Star like I do in this stuff, but I think I just had build updates for the Death Star, but never a full-blown like this style of build. I kind of regret not doing them like that. And then after that, we grab the big piece, and this gets attached here. Well, you can't see that, but it goes right there. So be careful how you press that in, because that's just right on that little thin plate. I'm holding underneath because this thing's sitting on parts right now, and this is a very bulky build. It's not something you can build on your little desk or a little workbench like I have. Now I can fold that back up. And here we go again. We just did part of this. But in the last one, we just had some plates here. Now we got bricks. So I'm assuming that that's what we're doing here. I thought maybe it was something Like I said, it's kind of subtle. It's kind of a little subtle difference here. Let me put this on first. I mean, if I really inclined to, I could just finish up bags 1 through 5 and so we blast it through a manual in one installment. But I'm just thinking though that I think we've already spent like an hour. I mean, it would be 2.5, 3 hours to edit these, and it would just be kind of brutal. It's easy to do smaller sessions to digest versus just something big and massive. It's already a big set. We don't need to make it worse. We haven't got to anything exciting yet, so I think right now this is just building the base of it. I think this is going to be broken down into 2 parts. And yes, later on tonight we are going to have chicken strips because that's what everybody wants. Hey, as long as it's not fast food, I'm happy with that. As a kid, fast food was cool, but now as an adult, I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's like a quick bite to eat, but when you're working all day and that's all you have, well, that's unfortunate. I hate to think. I'm hoping this is a complete model, not just a open backed in type deal, but we'll find out eventually. I hope this thing's strong enough to hold that. Imagine me building one of my houses on a stand like this and then having some hidden treasures underneath. That'd be kind of cool, but it would be just more of a mock. It wouldn't be a tutorial by any means. I did read something that there's some builders that want war stuff in Lego. I'm like, why? I mean, for me, there's enough stuff going around. I just want to kind of build and not have to worry about bad things. Well, I found these, but I can't find the nose cone. Did the manual eat it? No. Oh, there it is. Okay, why don't you just film smaller segments and then just combine them in one big massive video. It'd be kind of brutal to just make one large video. Maybe I should just make it like 10 or 12 hours long. Well, this video here would be well over a day. I think YouTube has a limit, so I think it's 10 hours or so, 10 or 12 hours, and after that you can't. I mean, but who in their right mind would sit there and binge watch, unless you just use it to fill in the background, like background noise or something, but okay, we put those in there. Okay, we gotta put this here. That could be a little bit of a chore to put in, but I got it. So yeah, if I can, I don't think doing the tour on this is going to be any different than doing something small. It's just going to take a little longer. There we go. Just take my time. Wait, hold on. Okay, it goes right there. I was looking at that. Funny, it's like, well, how is that supposed to go in? Okay. All right, now we got to collapse this thing back down again and start working on the next part. We hadn't even got rid of all the big bricks yet, so this goes right here. And there we go. This set would also, I think, would be pretty good for inspiration for mock building too. It's not just going to be a display piece. I think this is meant to be played with, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is starting to get some weight to it, so I don't know. Okay. We're getting there. And yeah, I'm kind of slowing down here a little bit. I'm getting a little tired. You know, it's not that it's boring. I'm just kind of getting a little exhausted. I gotta pick up some stuff here. There we go. And this goes here. Hoping you can see that. There we go. And we're not done. We got a lot of other little tiles and stuff that go on there. Oh, forget that and put that in there, huh? Unless this is meant for some kind of an elevator. And these are, whoops, I don't go there. And those are floors you get off of. It could be, there could be an elevator that goes in here. Well, I saw something that spiraled on the box, so maybe that's where the cart, mine cart is supposed to drop you off. We don't know yet. And that right there's been left open. So I don't know what else goes in here. Okay, these rock pieces go right here. In fact, you got a nice angle there, what you're looking at. And this is going to have a lot of detail in it, so I'm kind of curious as to how it's going to look when it's done. Play around with it. Boy, actually not messed up. And that's it. And let's see here, because I have been, yeah, I think this is going to be enough here for my sanity purposes. So in this installment, we are working on the frame for, I guess, the basement or the underground labyrinth. I don't know. That's what we have remaining there for bag 3. And essentially this is what we built. So I've taken it that this is probably going to sit like this. And I'm not sure why this thing keeps tipping down in here. Maybe to annoy the parents. And so far, I mean, it is what it is. It's pretty interlocked, so there's probably a lot more to this. And looks more like a, I don't know, it just looks weird. And I think that's about as, there we go. It's about as far as I can raise up the camera in this installment. Can't wait till we get to build the bank portion. I don't want to build this, but, well, we don't know yet. And so far, it is keeping my interest, but the colors are just kind of boring. But it is keeping my interest. Like, I want to see, excuse me, I want to see what it looks like when it's done. So I'll go ahead and take a thumbnail on this, and then I'll prepare it for editing. And then we'll do the next one. Until we meet again. So, there it is. Bags 1 through 3. Not a whole lot.